Hello, this is Dr.Smitty. Welcome to another Life of a Video Game Collector. As you can see, it has snowed a lot, and I am on my way to the post office to ship off a couple of games, one being a Xbox One and one being a PS4 game, mainly because I have decided that if any game that is available on the Switch is in my collection, I'm going to sell that off and actually buy the Switch version. So I've already done that with one title, which is, they're both actually a European physical Slain. It's actually a really cool Metroidvania kind of Castlevania type game that definitely should check out if you haven't. But I'm gonna shut this door because it's getting cold. But I sold the PS4 one and bought the Switch one, which that will be coming in a few weeks because it's coming from Europe. But that was actually a pretty even swap, which is pretty rare. But right now I'm going to the post office and actually heading about 25 minutes out, pretty close to where my wife is working right now, to pick up a Doom for the Switch, because that'll be pretty sweet, because I'll actually probably play the game more on the Switch, even though it's definitely superior on the Xbox One, 4K and all that good stuff. I think the fact that I will probably play it more on the Switch is more appeasing to me right now. But again, I'm going through and switching it up, and switching up my Xbox and PS4 to Switch titles, so stay tuned. Hello, this is Dr. May. I'm outside the guy's house. Just picked up Doom on the Switch for $20. A pretty good deal for Doom on the Switch. Not crazy good, but not bad. It's definitely goes for more online, so pretty excited to add that to the collection. That should be a pretty even swap for the Xbox One version of Doom as well. Should be able to get about 20 bucks or so for it, so pretty happy about that. Still have to go to the post office. Still haven't actually dropped off those packages yet, but I'm gonna actually head to the pawn shop and then go to the post office and then go home and get a limited run game, so stay tuned. Hello, this is actually, I'm back at home, and unfortunately they did not have anything at the pawn shop, but I did get a little package from Limited Run Games, so stay tuned to see what is unboxed in that. So as previously stated, I am going for a not a complete collection for the Switch, but I'm definitely going for any games that catch my eye on the Switch, or that is available on the Switch, that even though it might be multi-platform, I will get it on the Switch preferably, even though it will 100% play better on Xbox or PlayStation 4. But this game was my first limited run purchase from them directly. I'm excited to open this up because I've been waiting a while for this. And it is Shantae and the Pirate's Curse. This was also available on, I believe, digitally through the Xbox One and PS4. I believe the printed version was through PS4 and Nintendo Switch. So I'm extremely excited to add this one to the collection. Shantae is a interesting series. It's actually an extremely fun series, but if you actually have the first GBA game, some of the Shantae titles are extremely expensive. One, because they're less common, but two, they are actually really quality titles. I will actually, unfortunately, open this bad boy up, so I'll show that in a split second, but I actually really do want to play this. That's why it will be opened. Even though I'm a collector, I do prefer to play the games than just have them sitting on the shelf, if I can. So let's cut to me opening this bad boy up. So here's a little bit closer look of the artwork. There is the spine, which has the limited runs on the side, and then obviously the game credits. Way Forward does this game. And open this bad boy up, and it does have an instruction booklet, a inside art, and there is the game. I'm extremely excited to plug this into the Switch. Also, I did order Celeste through Limited Runs. I probably will do a separate video because you can buy Celeste through Best Buy. Best Buy has teamed up with Limited Run to do certain Limited Run title games that are more popular. Shanti is not one of them. So I was very fortunate to be able to get this before it sold out because there will be no other copies of this game. So stay tuned for the rest of this video. Hello, this is Dr.Smitty. I am at home. Just got off of work and picked up the mail, and I got my first Switch game that I turned from a Xbox One copy to a Switch version, and this is Street Fighter 30th anniversary. I'm really glad for that, so stay tuned for more. Hello, this is Dr.Smitty with Katie Caitlin. It is spring break, and after buying some Switch games, I had to ship off a couple games and a couple things that actually surprisingly sold out of nowhere. But yeah, ready to get some more Switch games to the collection. Should probably have about 3 or 4 dropping off today, so stay tuned. Dr. May and I just got back from the mailbox, and I got a few Switch games. Picked up one yesterday as well from the mailbox. Let's go inside and see what I got. Hello, this is Dr. May, and welcome back home. I'm gonna go through all my pickups over the last week. Spring break was crazy, really snowy, and now it's actually pretty warm here in Minnesota. But let's dive into what I got. Over last week, I made one trade with my buddy. I traded him a couple of my SD cards and Dragon Ball Z series. I had a bunch of DVDs, which I also have digitally, so I didn't need them. And what he traded me was Mario Party 7, not complete, and a semi-rough Super Mario RPG, but I'm extremely excited to add these two to the collection because they are really good games, as well as games I did not have, and for stuff that I wasn't going to use anyways. I might use the SD cards, but I got those pretty cheap on sale on Black Friday, so it was honestly, I still came out of the head if you include the value of those things. But as you can probably tell from the earlier part of the video, I've been going Switch crazy, and I've traded in or sold games online and got some Switch versions of them. So let's dive into some of the things I got. First one's not a Switch one though; it is a Wii U title, Sonic All-Star Racing's Transformed, complete. I'm also going for a complete Wii U collection, which is not going to be that hard. It's only 157 games, and I got most of the expensive ones. I just have to get some of the cheaper filler titles, so extremely excited to go for that. I'm at 35, 36 Wii U games, and again, they're mostly the expensive ones. There's only 2 expensive Wii U titles I'm missing. Devil's Due and I believe Hello Kitty is still somewhat expensive, but it's definitely a lot cheaper than it was before. It was going for about 70, 80 bucks. Now I believe it's down to about 30, 40 bucks. So yeah, I'm gonna go for a complete Wii U because it's actually an underrated system. But to get back to the Switch, I actually have so many Switch games. After I put these games back, my first shelf will be full, so I actually have to add an extra shelf for Switch games because I have some more coming in. But without further ado, let's dive into what I got this week. Doom, I got that for 20 bucks. I'm gonna sell the Xbox One version of it for about 20 bucks, so I should break even on that. I got Slain, and this one was a straight up sell. I sold my version and bought this right after I sold mine, and I believe this was 20 bucks, came from overseas, and I sold mine for 21 bucks, so that was an even swap. Dragon Ball Z 2 Xenoverse, again, this was a pretty even swap. Mine was brand new, so it sold for a little bit more. So I was able to get the Switch version for an even swap. Again, it was around 20 bucks. So this next one, Dragon Quest Builders. I actually had to sell another Xbox One title for this, but again, I actually the game I sold was Fortnite, so I was able to get this and another game, I believe the Sonic and something else, for what I sold for Fortnite for. Dragon Quest Builders is a fantastic game, love it. And honestly, over time, Dragon Quest Builders will be worth way more than Fortnite will be, so I'm really excited for that. Next, Shanti, which I actually ordered. I believe I ordered this in December, so it took a while to get to me. I ordered this around before Christmas when it had the pre-orders available unlimited run, but it didn't come until spring break week, which I'm excited because again, it makes sense with the video with me doing Switch releases. So I paid I believe this was $29.99 plus $5 shipping when I pre-ordered it. Right now it's actually going for over 60 bucks right now online because unlike a lot of the newer limit run games, this is not being re-released through Best Buy, so this is going to be a highly collectible item. So extremely excited. Not only that, Shanti is actually a really good game, so I'm really excited to add this one to the collection. Next is Steins Gate. I got Steins Gate and what other games? I get Hasbro Game Night at the same time. Steins Gate includes a special 8-bit adventure exclusive to the Switch with a download of Vulture, which I probably should open that up and get the Vulture while I can because those sometimes run out, so I should probably open this one up. And I'm a huge anime fan, so I enjoy the anime a little bit, but it was more the fact that it's an exclusive. It has exclusive content for the Switch, and I'm just curious about the sci-fi journey. So yeah, add that to the collection, as well as Hasbro Game Night having a way to play Monopoly on the Switch with the family would be pretty cool, as well as haven't played Trivia Pursuit on a system, so I'm kind of curious about it. It was on sale through Best Buy for under 20 bucks, so it was a pretty good deal. Next, again, was another straight up trade. Got Street Fighter 30th anniversary after I sold my brand new one from the Xbox One. Again, it was a pretty even swap, maybe $1 or $2 difference, maybe, but extremely excited because I will actually probably play this a lot more on the Switch than I ever would have on the Xbox One. Never really play fighting games on the Xbox One, even though they have Killer Instinct. Just not my preferred place to play fighter games, and honestly, I'm not playing my Xbox One that much anyway, so glad to add that to the collection. Next was Rocket League, another one that I probably will play a lot more on the Switch. Sold my Xbox One version. Again, it was a pretty even trade for it. I got this on the bidding, so it was a little bit cheaper. I think it was about 20 bucks, which is pretty cheap for this, because typically it goes for 30 plus bucks. This is the Ultimate Edition, which includes Batmobiles, so I'm kind of curious to play that with my daughter and see, because she knows about the game a little bit. It is a racing / soccer game, so she knows about it. She was curious about it, so we'll probably pick it up and play it sometime. Next, Rayman Legends. Showed my daughter this. Again, I think this was one of the games I got with Fortnite, or after I sold Fortnite. Showed my daughter this. We played a couple levels of the demo on the Switch, and I've had this on the Xbox One digitally, but I wanted to try it out on the Switch, and it plays just as well. And honestly, I'll probably play it a lot more on the Switch because platformers are pretty easy to play in portable mode. It's not really that aggressive on the graphics, so it won't be dumbed down. Didn't need to be dumbed down. So really excited to have the Definitive Edition, which has all the DLC and all that stuff. So pretty excited to get that. And my last thing was another Best Buy purchase. Again, I pre-ordered this a while ago because I wasn't able to get the limited runs version of it. I completely forgot about it. It came out around the same time Shanti did. Again, I just completely forgot about it. It was Windjammers, so I pre-ordered that months ago. Really excited to have another limited run game, even though this is the Best Buy one. It's still, still a game and it's still fun. Kind of looking forward to see for Windjammers 2 because the graphics are definitely more polished and it'll be a little bit more fun to play. While I got that, I actually got Sonic Mania. I was really excited to get that because it's a game that I've been wanting to play for a while. So let me know what you guys think about my Switch pickups. I will have a lot more Switch content on this channel coming soon. I've been able to do a couple of pre-orders, so some more exclusive content will be coming in soon to the channel, so stay tuned for that. But until next time, this is Dr. Smitty. Make sure you guys get your Switch on. Peace.